Congratulations. We have made it to the 25th episode of Hot Tracks, and we are now halfway there. How you doing? This is JB West.
This is Nick Van Zanten.
Like I said, we're halfway there. This is our 25th episode.
That is right. And I consider this to be a special episode, with my sister, Ellen Van Zanten, gone in Washington, D.C. for something called Close-Up. Like if you take a current issues class like AP Government, and then you'd be going on Close-Up. And so there are students here at Hudsonville High School that are down there with her. And she'll probably be exploring the White House too, and seeing the Holocaust Museum as well.
And I bet you, sometime, she'll probably have a chance to meet with the president.
I don't know about that just yet, but the class she's taken is AP Government.
AP Government.
That's right, but this is Hot Tracks, not Hot Politics.
Ah, good point. Good point. Speaking of Hot Tracks, let's see what's hot off the presses. See what's on tap for this week. Starting off with Garth Brooks, The Hits, and the hit I'm going to be doing is called The Thunder Rolls.
And I'm going local here with a band called Forbidden Planet, and we'll be hearing the song Crazy.
Faith Hill, this is her older album, and I'm going to be doing the title track of a good hit, Breathe.
All right. And now we've got Boston. We'll be hearing a greatest hit called Tell Me.
Tell Me.
Yep,
I think I've heard that hit before.
Because I brought back Boston's greatest hits to do that.
I think I've heard that one before. Paul McCartney. I'm decided to make him as a monthly guest appearance here on this show. And the hit we're going to be doing is based on a good movie that I have seen numerous of times, James Bond. The movie, of course, and the title song is Live and Let Die.
All right. And now we come to Peter Schilling. We'll be hearing the song Berlin, City of Night.
Berlin, City of Night. Now, okay, I think it's coming back to me on that one. I think I might have heard that one. And of course, later, I'm sure Nick is going to ask me a little Q&A here on the police.
That's right.
So I hope you keep it tuned, and let's see how much I know on my police trivia.
Yep. We'll be back to your movie, Bertha, the Dyslexic Effluent, in a little bit. But right now, we have to rate the music.
Okay, let's get started. Garth Brooks, The Hits. Like I said, this is a hit that I'm going to be doing from it, The Thunder Rolls. And it's a good song, and it has a powerful story to this. So let's get it started. Here's the hit.
There's a storm moving in. He's heading back from somewhere that he never should have been. And the thunder rolls. And the thunder rolls. Every light is burning in a house across town. She's pacing by the telephone in her faded flannel gown, asking for a miracle, hoping she's not right, praying it's the weather that's kept him out all night. And the thunder rolls. And the thunder rolls. The thunder rolls.
All right, we were starting to rock out a little bit on that. The Thunder Rolls, Garth Brooks, goes, then the thunder rolls and the lightning strikes. Another love grows cold.
On the sleepless night.
Yes.
As the storm blows on, out of control. Deep in her heart.
Thunder rolls. Good harmonization. I think me and Nick did pretty well on stage.
Yes.
Anyway, it's a good hit. As I said before, it has a powerful story. And I kind of like it, so I'm going to give this 5 stars.
I will give it 5 stars as well because I've loved Garth Brooks a lot. I was a big country music fan in my elementary school years. And my Aunt Marcia was a Garth Brooks fan before I was. Especially, I love that song a lot. Now, what you've originally missed is The first lyrics where he's singing 3:30 in the morning, not a soul in sight. City's looking like a ghost town on a moonlit settled night. Those are the lyrics to begin the first verse. And then it continues on from there.
Yes. It's a powerful story, like I said. The Thunder Rolls, one of Garth Brooks' many hits. Okay.
All right. Now I'm going local here with a group called Forbidden Planet. We'll be hearing the song Crazy. Take it away.
All right.
All right, that was the song Crazy by Forbidden Planet. And Forbidden Planet is Michelle Bryant, Scott Russell, Timothy Arrow, and Scott Dinn. Now these are really good. When I got this CD, it did not come with a jewel case. It just came with the front cover and the CD. And this is their debut CD.
Debut, huh?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
And this song is has got a haunting kind of bit into it. So I'm going to have to give this like 5 stars.
5 stars, huh? Okay. Well, let's see. I might have liked a little bit on this. I'm trying to think. They're local, like you said. I think they've been on. I think I've heard this group on GRD before, probably Radioactive or something.
Other songs on here are Broken, Lingering Kiss, Wild Child, and Find Your Way.
Okay, I see. Maybe it was ultrasound then. I don't know. There's been like a lot of new music nowadays here. That I've been listening to here lately. Yeah, I mean it is good. It's good. I'm gonna agree with you on that. 5 stars.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Okay. This is an older album from the one and only Faith Hill. Of course, those of you who missed a couple episodes back then, the new album was Cry. So I decided to bring in an older album, which is Faith Hill, and this is the title track, Breathe. So here it is.
I can feel the magic floating in the air. Being with you gets me that way. I watch the sunlight dance across your face, and I've never been this swept away. All my thoughts just seem to settle on the breeze when I'm lying wrapped up in your arms. The whole world just fades away in the arms.
Okay, short but sweet, Faith Hill and Breathe. And to those of you who never heard Faith Hill before, she has a powerful voice. True fact, as Nick mentioned, that she's married to Tim McGraw. And basically this hit, this is a powerful hit. Like I said before, if you haven't gotten any Faith Hill albums lately, her newest one is Cry. And I kind of liked Faith Hill, so I'm going to give this 5 stars.
I will give it that same rating because I hear that song on I-96 a lot because they play a lot of Faith Hill on there.
Yes, they do a lot of old Faith Hill hits and probably some of the new ones.
The new I-96, the 80s, 90s, and now.
Hey, you have a good, powerful voice yourself.
Mm-hmm. Because when I went to a drum clinic at Firehouse Music, Greg Bissonette was the drummer, and I asked him a question. When you toured with David Lee Roth, did you do any Van Halen songs? And he's like shocked, and he goes, "Whoa, are you a disc jockey?" And I said, "No, I am not." And he said to me, "Well, you have the voice for it."
Uh-huh. Yeah, you might go to radio one of these days.
True, true.
You might.
Now we come to Boston's greatest hits. We'll be hearing the song Tell Me.
Tell me, okay?
I stand on my own and wonder if you've ever been alone with all the world around you. Say the word, I'll be there, and like a fool I'd go anywhere, just like the day I found you. Tell me what you see, tell me you believe in my love. Tell me what you need, tell me you believe in my love. I don't understand what to say. You take my breath and then you
All right, that was Boston, the song Tell Me. Now, I really love that song a lot. And Bradley Delp is not singing this. It's David Sykes. Even though it's not Bradley Delp, though, I like it anyway. But I'm going to give it 5 stars.
Yeah, and like we said before, we're true Boston fans. I mean, Boston did a lot of powerful hits. I mean, go back to the early 70s, right? Boston did, you know, what made Boston now, right? You know, good hits, powerful messages. And what's nowadays with Boston? Still probably helping out on the environment.
You know, you're used to calling songs hits all the time. Habits that you
Yeah.
gotta break.
Yeah, I mean, I do like hits. I mean, they do make good hits, but I like that hit, what you just gave it. So I'm gonna give that hit 5 stars. But yes, you know, songs like that are truly powerful hits.
Yeah, you've got a knack for saying hits all the time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Paul McCartney, and once again, we're doing another hit from him. This is when he did. This is an old hit here that I'm gonna be doing here. Live and Let Die, and it's based on a movie starring the one and only James Bond. So, let's hear the title to the movie, Live and Let Die.
When you were young and your heart was an open book, you used to say, live and let live. You know you did, you know you did, you know you did. If this ever-changing world in which we live in makes you even cry, so live and let die. Live and let die. Live and let die. Let it die. Live and let die.
All right, nice. Live and Let Die, Paul McCartney. Like I said before, this was based on a movie starring James Bond, of course, played by Roger Moore, who got the role of James Bond probably back in the, say like, trying to think, early 80s. And let me tell you that this movie is kind of like a race against the clock, probably. I've seen so many James Bond movies, but this one is my true all-time favorite. 5 stars.
I will give it that same rating because I'm a true Beatles fan. And like JB mentioned, that's featured in the James Bond movie Live and Let Die, starring Roger Moore.
Uh-huh. You should see it one of these days.
Yep.
It's good.
Now we've got Peter Schilling. I brought back the album World of Lust and Crime. We'll be hearing the song City at Night. Berlin, take it away.
Okay.
Listen, can't you hear your crying heart, my friend? Oh, I can see you're torn apart. I look to you, thinking of you tonight. Old ghosts haunt you and they won't let go. They know the city can take time to grow. What's done is done, but you are still young, Berlin.
All right, that was Berlin by Peter Schilling. And you know, that song talks about when Berlin was divided in half back at those times when we got the Berlin Wall dividing bad half of Germany and good half of Germany. This time of Adolf Hitler around. At least that's what I think is happening, but I'm not quite sure. But I do know that song talks about when Berlin was divided in half. But I do like that song though, but since it talks about history and kind of how violent Germany has been, it may have to be 4 stars.
Yeah, I might go a little bit, well, no. I might agree with you on this. I mean, Berlin, what's the story here? The Berlin Wall, like you said, and then there's the history about the good Germany, and then the bad Germany. I'm trying to get the G's out. Probably, is it about the battle between the Russians, probably, or something?
Not really. I think they had the Berlin Wall, like I mentioned, to divide Germany in half. I think it was kind of tied in with World War II and all.
World War II.
When we fought against the Germans and then in 1940.
All right, now I know where this song is going to head. I'm probably going to give it, I'll say 3 3/4.
That might not sound enough, but what the heck, I'll just stick with that.
Okay, 3 3/4. I mean, after all, I mean, it starts slow, but then it starts to pick up the pace a little bit. But that's good. But 3 3/4 is going to do the trick for me.
Yeah, well, when we first heard the song, when we heard the song, The Different Story, World of Lust and Crime, I remember you saying that he sounds like the lead singer for Duran Duran.
And he still does. And he still does. I mean, it's a true fact, folks. I mean, if you haven't heard Peter Schilling's good, powerful voice, hear him now. I mean, he still sounds like frontman for Duran Duran. Okay, speaking of which, time to put my IQ into if I know pretty much on the police, my little Q&A here. And Nick's gonna ask me a couple questions when we come back.
That's right. Until then, stay right there. We'll be right back after these messages.
You're watching Hot Tracks.
If you want to stay informed of what's happening in your community, then your Grand Valley Advance newspaper is what you've been looking for. This weekly newspaper is packed full of area news stories, sports, syndicated columns, recipes, classified ads, announcements, display advertisements, coupons, and of course, garage sales in the community. Your courteous delivery person cheerfully brings your Grand Valley newspaper every Tuesday, and WCET would like to thank the Grand Valley Advance for their support through the years. The Grand Valley Advance is your weekly community newspaper.
Hi, I'm Larry Treese, President of Healthcare Associates and Community Caregivers. Many of you recognize me with my cowboy hat on. When I'm not coaching, I'm wearing another hat, and that's the healthcare hat. We provide help at home. Finding help at home can be very difficult these days. That's why you need to call Healthcare Associates and Community Caregivers to find help at home.
Healthcare Associates is a proud sponsor of WCET-TV.
Welcome back to Hot Tracks, and today I'm going to be asking JB police trivia today about the 3 band members. And here's how we're going to start it off. All right.
Okay, let's see it. Let's hear it.
Okay. In 1968, Andy Summers left his job playing guitar with Zoot Money's Big Roll Band to join a revamped edition of what British group? The Animals, the Dave Clark Five, or the Trogs?
Trogs.
Wrong. The answer, Summers joined Eric Burden and the Animals and appeared on their 1968 album, Love Is.
Oh, the Animals, the Animals. I gotta remember those. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So that means I didn't get anything yet, so.
Okay.
All right, next question.
Number 2. Sting worked a series of jobs before forming the Police. Which one of these occupations paid his wage for a while? Bartender, bus conductor, or pork butcher?
Let me see. I would have to say conductor.
Ding, 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 ding. That's right. While at teaching training in college in the early 70s, Sting got by working as a bus conductor. So,
All right.
right-to-yo.
Okay, I got one. That's one.
Okay. Number 3. Stuart Copeland's father was a CIA agent and a trumpeter with what World War II era big band? Freddie Martin and his orchestra, the Glenn Miller Orchestra, or Woody Herman and his Thundering Herd?
Let's see. Orchestra. I'll say A.
Freddie Martin?
Yeah, Freddie Martin.
And wrong. Copeland's dad played with the Glenn Miller Orchestra when the family lived in England.
The Glenn Miller Orchestra. Okay. So far, what? 1 for 3.
All right. Stuart Copeland, Sting, and Andy Summers first played together under what name? Matching Mole, Strontium 90, or Telex?
I think this is going to be right on my alley. I think it's Telex.
And wrong. The trio first united as Strontium 90 in 1977.
Strontium 90. I didn't know that.
With Gong's Mike Howlett on bass and vocals. And now for the last one.
Okay, still 1 for 4.
The Police were originally asked to dye their hair blonde and dress as punks to advertise what product? Wrigley's Chewing Gum, McDonald's Hamburgers, or Bounce Fabric Softener?
It's got to be Juicy Fruit.
Ding, 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 ding. In 1978, the unsigned band developed their love for Wrigley's Chewing Gum commercial.
Yeah, Wrigley's Chewing Gum, the ones who did Juicy Fruit. So far out of this whole Q&A on my police trivia, I was 2 out of 5.
That's right. 2 out of 5.
All right. Yeah, I think I can do better next time. And in the meantime, now it's time to recap. Garth Brooks, the hits, and the hit we did, the Thunder Rolls.
Yeah.
Like I said, a powerful story. Me and Nick gave it 5 stars.
Yep. Forbidden Planet in the song Crazy. JB and I heard the song Crazy.
Crazy.
And so we each gave it 5 stars.
Faith Hill and the title track, Breathe. Good hit. Like I said, true fact, as Nick said, that Faith Hill is married to Tim McGraw. I kind of like the hit myself. So we each gave that hit 5 stars.
And now we come to Boston's greatest hits. We heard the song Tell Me. It's not on any of their studio albums. It's on their greatest hits. And so we each gave that 5 stars.
Okay, Paul McCartney. And the hit we just heard is Live and Let Die. Of course, it's on the album back in the U.S. A monthly appearance from Paul McCartney. I like the hit. Again, it's based on the movie from the same title. And we each gave that 5 stars.
Peter Schilling, World of Lust and Crime. We heard the song City at Night, Berlin. But I gave that 4 stars. JB gave that 3 3/4.
It's close because, like I said, it starts off slow, but then it starts to pick up a little bit. And notice when I say when it picks up a little bit, it means it didn't move pretty much of you Peter Schilling fans out there. And like I said, if you haven't heard him, he has a powerful voice. Sounds like frontman for Duran Duran.
Yep, and this has been the 25th episode of Hot Tracks. Tune in next week when we rate the hits once again. Until then, we'll see you next time.
Don't forget to email us.